Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. So I'm going to teach you how you can use Microsoft Word to create fillable forms. So for example, in your workplace, you want to get some common data or basic data from your clients or from the colleagues you work with, and you don't know how to do this without always resorting to online tools. And you do not want to use an online tool where the safety or security of your data is not 100% guaranteed. So I'm going to show you how you can create a fillable document that you can pass on to your clients, and then they would input the data and return them to you. Let's get started. So to do this, we need to add on one more ribbon to the set of ribbons we have here. And so that ribbon is called the developer ribbon. So to get the developer ribbon appearing right here, we need to go to the file, and then we go right down here to options. And then at options, we go to customize ribbon. And so right here, you would see word options that allow us to see a lot of commands, popular commands that we use. But quite interesting, and what we need actually is to focus on the ribbon. And so we are interested in this particular area, and our focus is to bring out or to add on the developer ribbon. And so we just check this box, and then we will do OK. But before that, let me just point out that if you would uncheck any of these ribbons here, what will happen is that you will no more find them around here in the ribbon area. And so if you're having that challenge of not seeing a particular ribbon, this is the process how you can come back here to the main tabs option and then check it up so that you can see it. So right now that we've checked the developer button, we're expecting that it shows up at the ribbon area. And so we click on OK, and then we see the developer button right here. So this is the button that is going to help us do the magic. We click on this button, and then we have a lot of options here, right here. Now, if you want to know about macros, you can check my video on how to make macros or to use macros to automate tasks at your workplace. But today, we want to focus on how we can create fillable forms. And so right here, the controls command group is what we are so interested in. So right here, we're going to first go over each of the buttons and what they actually mean. So the first button here allows you to accept rich text input from the user. And also with this, you can accept plain text input from the user. You could also insert a picture or allow a user to insert their picture just by using this control. And also this is a control for building a block gallery. And this is a control for checkbox if you want to create a checkbox. And this one is a control for combo, and so on and so forth. Here, another one is the legacy tools, where we find, again, a control for text, a control for checkbox, and so on and so forth. So we're going to try to use just a few of them to demonstrate how it is possible to create a fillable form using Microsoft Word. So now, let's just say we have this text here that we have been playing around with for a long time. Now, fillable forms are not only just to collect data from users, but also sometimes when you have a letter or a document that you want someone to review, you could just create a space right here and then insert a rich text control that would allow the reviewer to be able to enter any text they would like to enter, or to add on if they have to do that. All right, so once you leave it right here, it means that right in the text, the user can anytime click here and start typing, and that would be saved and then sent back to you. Okay, so now let's look at the plain text. So with the plain text also, here you're allowed to enter text as well. Okay, so now let's create a simple form that asks users about their name, their first and then their last name, or any middle name, or asks them for their date of birth, and then asks them to choose between two options. Okay, so let's begin. First, we can edit this and say, bio form. Okay, and then we go down and we say we want to ask for first name. So let's take all of this right off from here. Okay, and then get more space. So right here we say, can you tell us your first name? Okay, so to do that, we can use the rich text box, and then that will allow the user to enter their first name. Interestingly, we can check on the properties for this. Here we have options like we want to give a title to this particular text box, or we give a tag to it. So for example, we just say it's only for first name. Okay, and then we say F name, maybe like that. And then if we want the text box to have some sort of course, already the text box has a bounding box, but we can also say there shouldn't be any bounding box around it. And we can have options like choosing the style to format the text that is typed into it. We can choose any style we want, and then that will be what we will see when the user enters the particular text. Okay, so we keep it this way, and then we just say okay. So now when the style is applied, let's check. This is how it will look like now that if I'm typing, I say Fidel is my first name, and that is exactly what will happen. Okay, because it's going to be, the style is going to be applied to it. Now let's go to the next question. I'm asking for last name, and again, I'm going to use the text box, and I can also ask that the user's picture be inserted. So I go to the right side, and then I'm going to use the picture box. Okay, or the picture control. So I can minimize, okay, and then right below that, I can ask, please insert photo. Okay, and then I'm going to just align right. So that's it. So anytime the user clicks on this, it's going to load up his file explorer, and then he's going to be able to choose from a couple of pictures that they have and then upload it. All right, so the next thing I want to do is to ask their age or for their date of birth. So I'll just say DATE of birth, and then I'll give a colon, and I am going to pick the calendar. Okay, so here is the date picker. So I'm going to pick the date picker. So here's the date picker. I click on it, and then I would see this drop down right here where the user can actually choose the date they want. So the next thing is we want to check the gender. So we do male, and then another gender box right here. And female. Okay. So maybe we want to check the gender. Now let's also ask another question about what is their area of interest. So we do area of interest, and then we go for the one of the legacy tools, the option button. So we just create one option button here, and to get it edited, we right click, and then we say option button object, and we do edit, and we can now say first area like science. Okay, and we can create another area as well. We can create another area like this. Okay, so we now we edit that one as also maybe art. Okay, so now this is just a simple form that we have right here. If we pass on this to the user, he's definitely going to be able to fill this so well. So Fidel is the first name, and maybe Castro. Yeah. Now you notice that we did not do anything to the properties of this input, and that's why this is different from this. Okay, now date of birth. So the user can pick a date from this, like 7th August 2014, and that's right here. And the user can check mail and then choose an area of interest like art. Okay, let's see if we can insert a photo from picture here. Okay, all right, and there we go. So we're able to insert a photo here, and this could be your form. You may add on a lot of other questions that you may want to ask your user, or you can equally format this, giving it a border and many other things as well, putting them in a table and so on and so forth. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye.